Carnegie Corporation of New York, supporting innovations in education, democratic engagement, and the advancement of international peace and security at carnegie.org. And with the ongoing support of these individuals and institutions. This program was made possible by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
The COVID-19 pandemic has claimed a big new casualty, this time a political one. President Trump announced late today that he is giving up on his hopes for a full-scale Republican National Convention next month in Jacksonville, Florida.
The timing for this event is not right. It's just not right with what's happened recently, the flare-up in Florida. To have a big convention, it's not the right time. It's really something that, for me, I have to protect the American people. That's what I've always done. That's what I always will do. That's what I'm about.
The president said the GOP will still hold some convention-related events in North Carolina. His announcement comes 1 month before the convention is due to begin, and on a day when the pandemic's human toll showed in big new numbers. The nation has now exceeded 4 million infections as the resurgence builds, and another 1.4 million Americans have filed for jobless benefits as layoffs increase again. Meanwhile, Senate Republicans say the White House has tentatively agreed to a framework pandemic aid package worth $1 trillion. They have not made it public, and Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says that it continues extra jobless benefits, but at a reduced level.
We also intend to continue some temporary federal supplement to unemployment insurance while fixing the obvious craziness of paying people more to remain out of the workforce. Small business owners across the country have explained how this dynamic is slowing rehiring and recovery.
Republicans also want a legal liability shield for businesses and schools and money to help schools reopen. But the White House dropped a demand for a payroll tax cut. Democratic Senate Leader Chuck Schumer criticized the proposals and the delays.
Even after all this time, it appears the Republican legislative response to COVID is ununified, unserious, unsatisfactory. The Republican disarray and dithering has serious, potentially deadly consequences.
Democrats want $3.5 trillion in relief, including big new sums for state and local aid. A federal judge in New York today ordered that Michael Cohen, who's President Trump's former personal attorney, be released from prison again. He had been furloughed in May, and news of rising job layoffs and unemployment claims. The Dow Jones Industrial Average lost 353 points to close at 26,652. The NASDAQ fell 244 points, more than 2%, and the S&P 500 slipped 40. And Major League Baseball returns tonight after the pandemic delayed the season start. There'll be just 60 games in ballparks without fans. First up tonight, the world champion Washington Nationals host the New York Yankees. The infectious disease expert, Dr. Anthony Fauci, will throw out the first pitch. Still to come on the NewsHour, the president intensifies.
This is the PBS NewsHour from WETA Studios in Washington and in the West from the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism at Arizona State University.
The investigation